my god! Wow! Hey guys, it's Baldy and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the Rogue compound loot run, or the water treatment loot run, whatever you guys want to call it. I usually call it the Rogue compound. Before we continue, I just want to say if you guys could like, subscribe, it means the world to me. It'll help this video get out there into the YouTube algorithm and it'll help me out tremendously. All right, so like as always, there's timestamps down below into the description if you want to go ahead and fast forward or rewind to a certain part of the video. Okay, so check that out. So I did this loot run on my live. We started off with 0 rubles and we made about 9 million rubles. This loot run is probably one of my most favorite as a scav, but that's also an issue. It's everyone's favorite as a scav. You cannot get past the hounds and hounds and hounds of scavs that just get unleashed onto this map. All right guys, so before we continue on with the video, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys on Map Genie on the locations of where our spawn points are gonna be and then how we're gonna get down there. Okay, we're gonna do a few different types of runs depending on where you spawn in on the map. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right guys, so this is Map Genie. We're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you the spawn points real fast for route number 1. All right, take route number 1 and you spawn all the way on the mountainside or in the village side. This is the route you're going to take right here. All you're going to do is go run all the way over here. You're going to hit this bunker right here, run through, hit up this van right here, hit building 3, building 2, and if you have enough loot, you can go ahead and extract the car, or you can come up here, hit a few more items in this area here, come all the way around in the back, and then extract at northern checkpoint. All right, mountainside, same thing with run number 1. You can literally run through here, come up here, and do the same route. Okay, so the mountainside spawn, it's gonna be the same thing for the most part. All you're gonna do is run down this way, come up, meet here, and run the same route. Or if you want to, you can literally run inside of building 3, and you're only gonna skip a few items here. Okay, so it's not a big deal. But if you do spawn on mountainside, northern checkpoint won't be available to you, so you're gonna have to literally come down, go to building 3, go to building 2, car extract, or come back around to path to shoreline. All right, so route 2 right here, or 3 depending how you want to look at it. Technically I call this all 1 because it's kind of bundled up, but for the most part, let's say if you spawn here, all you're going to do is take this route here, and I'm going to show you everything through here. All right, it's kind of the same thing. If you have this spawn here, you should have northern checkpoint. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. I'm gonna show you guys the guide. All right guys, so now that we're back, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys the loadout that you guys want to carry. Keep in mind that the loadout is substantial to how much loot you're gonna carry out. It's not gonna be like a woods run where you need a bunch of big items, unless if you're specifically hunting the rogues. It's up to you, but you could go from anywhere from light gear to heavy gear. It's not gonna really matter. Go ahead and figure out what's best for you, but I'm gonna do a few loadouts here for you guys. So here we go. All right guys, so before we continue on, I just want to go ahead and tell you that I usually run Lighthouse at night. Okay, the reason why I do that is because not that it's safer by any means, it's because it's a little less contested, so you can usually run in and out a lot faster. So the primary reason why we do this is because the scav players don't spawn in with NVGs or anything like that. So a lot of scav players aren't going to be running this at night, but there are a few PMCs that do run this at night with NVGs, so you got to be careful for them. All right, but for the most part, it's less contested because scavs don't typically run it at night. You don't have to run it if you don't want to, but I usually just run a really cheap helmet with some cheap NVGs just so we can see. All right, so now there's 2 ways that we can do this. All right, so loadout number 1 is very simple. You literally bring whatever you want to bring. Bring a small backpack, or you can bring a small rig or whatever, because you're only going to get a few high value loot items. Okay, but for the most part, the thing that you're going to want to for sure bring is an empty gamma or alpha or beta, whatever you have, with injector case and then a sick case. Now, the reason why I say a sick case is because you're not going to run into too many intelligence folders, but you're going to run into a lot of medallions and a lot of skulls, and skulls and medallions fit into the sick case. All right, I know the sick case is kind of expensive, but if you're going to do this loot run, it is worth it to bring a sick case for Lighthouse. It's mandatory. Okay, don't bring a dox case. All right guys, so starting off with loadout number 1, this is gonna be the small boy. Okay, the small boy loadout is only for specifically getting those high treasure items. All right, so these are only things for like bitcoins, VPXs, military cables, stuff like that. All right, you're not gonna go ahead and like loot every single item. You're just going after high spawn items. All right, bring a small loadout. You can even bring your scav loadout if you want to. Now, what I recommend doing though is making sure your gamma, you have nothing in your gamma, but you're gonna need a sick case and an injector case. You're gonna find a lot, and I mean a lot of injectors. So guys, this is the only keys you need. This is the only keys I have, unfortunately. So if you for sure, the WTP storage key is a buyout key from the flea market. You can get this key. It's really valuable. I would go ahead and grab it. If you have the operating room key, you can go ahead and get that, but it's for a barter right now still, so it's gonna be hard to get that. But if you have it, I would bring that with you. But that's basically all the keys you need. Now, you could get the barracks key if you want, if you're trying to min-max all of your gear. But if you're bringing a light gear setup only for high-value loot items, you don't need this key. USEC 2 Marin key and USEC 1 key, they're literally only if you're spawned in those side of the map and you have to come to the Rogue compound. That's the only reason why I would bring them. But besides that, you only need 1 key. All right, guys, now moving on to the big boy thick loot item, all right? This is when you have a buddy with you, if you're specifically going to hunt rogues, or unless if you're going to do this loot run and try to pick up everything that you can. This is when you want to bring a big backpack, a big rig, and I would bring a decent sized gun, all right? Now, if you are a bear, it's going to be a little different for you, only because I wouldn't bring high value expensive armor with you. The reason for that is because if the rogues lock onto you, they're going to kill you with M8855 regardless of what you have on, right? I've been killed by them before with the hex grid on. All right, so make sure that you for sure bring a cheap gear if you're a bear. If you're USEC, you have more availability, and I'll explain why in a second. All right, now bring a big gear. Same thing for the diamond pouch. This time the only difference is that you're going to want to make sure if to bring the barracks key with you. Now, the barracks key isn't really worth it for the most part, but if you're trying to min-max everything and get as much loot as possible, you can go ahead and bring that. It's pretty cheap, all right? Now, you don't need this item if you don't want it, but if you're going to hunt rogues specifically, I would go ahead and bring the gas tube right here, this one, along with the XRSU 47U handguard, all right? Now, this handguard, all you got to do is slap it on here, and this 2-slot item becomes a 1-slot item. You throw it into here, and you have room for 2 optics, 2 flashlights, and then 1 forward grip, okay? Now, for the most part, if you're hunting rogues especially, the items you're going to get from the rogues are usually like optics. You're going to get Validays, things like that, all right? So you could throw 1 Validay on there and then like 1 small optic on there. And they're going to come with like PEC 15s and a few other items, and along with also 4 grips. If you're min-maxing and you're full on gear, strip their guns and put it on there, and then that way you save them, okay? And you have extra room for more items, all right? And that's probably honestly it for the loadout, okay, guys? All right, guys, and that's the loadout. So we're gonna go ahead and move over to the actual run through, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and move to route number 1/2. 1 and 2 are basically the same thing. Nothing's really changed between the two, honestly, so you can go ahead and use it the same way. The only thing is that depending on where you spawn in at, it's going to determine where you're going to go. All right, guys, so we went ahead and we actually got the boathouse spawn. We're going to go ahead here. And since we spawned here, we're going to go ahead, like I mentioned before, you can run straight across the way that way if you want to, or you can run here. And you go ahead and get the Marin key card, okay? Or the Marin key. Go here, open it up. And then right there's a GP coin, alright? After that, coming this way. What I like to do is run through as fast as possible. Come on the left-hand side of where this car is at right here. Now, if you are a bear, I would recommend doing this. They can't hit you from this far, so bring a long-range weapon with you. And then right here on this rock right here, all we're going to do is we're going to aim at this area here. This one has the rogue tower right there, 200 meters away, just in case if you want to go ahead and snipe. Now, if you are a bear, come here, take this guy out immediately, all right? You take him out from this range. He can't shoot you from this far, I don't believe. So go ahead. He could try, but he's not going to be able to kill you. Go ahead and take him out. And also, for a shooterboard in heaven tip, a lot of people are going to run through here, and they're going to run through this way, coming all the way around, sitting up on these rocks and shooting down into the compound, okay? So go ahead and be careful. If you want to, you can hang him back here, get a shooterboard in heaven here, and then you're good to go. Now, if you are a USEC, do not shoot that guy. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. Don't shoot him, all right? Unless if you're specifically going for rogue hunts or rogue loot, don't shoot him. We're here next to the bridge. All you're going to do is come this way. You can leave that if you want to. I would not recommend it because you're going to be sitting there for a little bit. People who are spawning behind you can run up and shoot you from the back, okay? Okay, so we made it here next to this rock, next to the rail here on the bridge. If you are a USEC, do not shoot this guy. Run over there on the light pole, all right? And then just run straight there, all right? Now, we're going to go here. If you are a bear, come this way until you see the sandbags. Once you see the sandbags, you're going to go ahead and then peek right, shoot him, and then you'll be good to go. All right, after you shoot him, Run this way. Hop over. And again, don't do this if you are a USEC. Only do it if you're a bear. Alright? Come this way. Alright, so we made it up to this point here. Okay, now if you are a bear, go ahead and come this way. So all you gotta do is come here, aim right there, and then the guy will be right there. If he's not right there, be careful because he could be running around on the roof or whatever, so just be careful. Alright? Now, you can, if you want to, loot this body here. Will be right here after you shoot him, but you're exposed to the mountainside, okay? So just be very, very careful. Alright? You go ahead and loot the guy up there too, if you want to. Coming here is a armor repair kit. Go ahead and snag that if you want to. Now, if you want to go ahead and mid-max everything, there's a case right there, a case right there, and then this case right here. You go ahead and grab that. There is the jacket right here. Come up here, loot the rogue right here. And then right here, you can find a bunch of stuff. Right here's a mule. You can find Bitcoin, military cables, all that stuff right here. Make sure you grab that. After that, come this way. There's a stash right here. There's a weapon parts right there. Grab the ASA right there. So after you grab this right here, turn around. Look here, I found Bitcoins and stuff in there. You go ahead and grab that right there. After this, grab this right here. Again, make it fast and hurry because you're exposed to the mountainside right here. And then go ahead, come up. Come this way. There's a toolbox right there. There's another high value spawn right there. After that, you're gonna come this way. Alright, so when you come here, there's a case right here. There's a case right there, and then right there. Alright, coming in here. Check this open box right here. There's some spawns right there for like rollers and stuff like that. Check that. Alright. Coming through here, jump over this box. Again, be careful, especially for the rogues that might spawn there. Come up here if you want to. And right here, I found badges and other items right here. Badges and I think an ASA right here. But for sure, there's badges and stuff right there. High value items. Don't stick there too long. Just loot that item right there. If not there, get down. Coming this way. Hopping over. Now, this is a rare spawn chance, but I found the mules and other stims right here. You go ahead and check it out right there. I think there was a roller there one time too. But check that out. Coming here. Coming back this way. Stash right there. There's stashes all on this table right here. There's food and stuff right there, and also some weapon parts back there. Also, there might be some spawns right here below on the ground. Honestly, I would skip this whole tent because I've hardly found anything in here that was worth wasting my time for. Just run straight here. Grab this right here, and then you're good to go, okay? Now, be careful because when you get here, this rogue on this part right here can shoot you. So make sure you take this rogue out here from quite a distance away, maybe by the ATV over there or whatever. I don't play bears, so I don't know how long it takes for him to shoot you, but just be wary of that right there. All right. After that, you're gonna come this way. Check right here. Right, see, there's a Bitcoin right there. We're gonna go ahead and take that. After the Bitcoin. Now, there's a lot of food items right here. If you forget to go ahead and eat or whatever, you can usually find some items right here. Right, there's a sugar. Be careful with the rogues here. Rogues do spawn on the ground here too, so just be very careful. There's a spawn right there, so you can see it's clipped into the thing. Don't know where it's at. Sometimes if it's small enough, you won't be able to see what it is. It'll just be clipped too far into the ground where you can't pick it up. Alright. Coming this way. Again, be careful because rogues could spawn in here if you're a bear. So just be careful. Right here, there's a military cable. Right here, spawn some stuff too. And then right there, spawn stuff right there. Alright. Coming up. Walk here, and then you can find some items on the ground here. And also right here. Okay? I come down this way. Check this toolbox right there. After the toolbox, you can find a military tank right there. Right there's the TP200, but you find a military tank battery. I wouldn't take it, honestly, if you're here, because you're going to be too heavy to carry everything else out. Unless you feed it for that one quest, I wouldn't take it. All right? It's too risky. And then here, I found some other parts right here. People say that there's a graphics card that spawns here. I've played Lighthouse a million times, and I've never found one, so it could be there. So it might be worth for you checking if you know you want to. So I get behind this barrel here. Now check and make sure, because you should have already killed this guy here. Make sure that this guy here, you shoot him and take him out, or make sure he doesn't transfer over to this guy here. Okay, so they'll go back and forth typically. So this guy should be taken out. You can easily shoot him and you'll be done. Coming this way, you should be able to, from this point, see the tip of this guy's head right here and take him out. All right. After that, check this right here. A military cable right there. High value item. And then right here, I've also found high value items along with sugar and stuff. A lot of food item spawns right there. Coming this way. Coming here. Check this area here. Check this box here. Check under here. And then also right here. Okay, I found a lot of Tetrises and graphics cards in this area here along these shelves. That back corner over here doesn't really have anything, so I normally don't check it. I just run as fast as I can. And this box here can spawn some good stuff. Nothing in there right now, but you can go ahead and check in there. Sometimes there's high value items right there. Right there is a PSU. Go ahead and pick that up if you want to, but there's some items right here. And if along the way here, keep running, there could be items right here clipped into the cardboard. All right, so make sure you like zoom through, see if there's anything in there. So after you get to this back part right here, you can open this door right here, and you could unlock it with the weapon storage plant key. So coming in before, I found 3 high value loot items in this room alone. All right, so you go over here. There's a toolbox right there. There's a spawn that's right there. Spawn that's right there. There's a melodonum right there. There is an Acer right there one time that I found, and there's a VPX right there, and then you have this crate right here. All right, go ahead and loot that up. Coming this way. You should be full on gear. I wouldn't even hit Rogue 3. I would just get the hell out. Come this way. And you could go to either car extract if it's open, which is right there. That black car right there. You should go to it. Or if it's not open, run this way. Right now, we're safe for the most part. We're going to min-max everything. There's some item spawns right here for weapon parts that are pretty decent. And then you can find this box right here. From that point here, you're going to run this way. Some items spawn here. Right there, see? I would keep coming this way. Once you get here, come into this room right here. It's full of stuff, you know? So coming around the corner, there's an injector spawn right there. Go ahead and loot this up right here. And along this table, stuff can be clipped in, so be careful and look around. And you can find injectors, you can find medical items, stuff like that. Check on the table, check on the chair. Nothing crazy spawns in here usually, but if you want to like min-max stuff, or, you know, syringes take up no room because you have the injector's case, go ahead and look up everything up, okay? After that, you're going to exit this way. Check in here. Check in here if there's any items. And then from this point, I would just run this way. Oh, there's gas right here. You can check here. I've never seen gas here before. Or like not any high value loot items. Gas does spawn here, I guess. But I would typically skip it if you want. I've hardly ever seen that value of an item here. All right. But you come here. Now, once you get to this log pile here, all you gotta do is come up. And then jump over here, land on here, you should be fine. Come this way. And extract is right there, alright? So go ahead and go to extract, and then get out. And then you're good to go, alright? All right, guys, so we got a good spawn here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, come this way. They're not going to shit at you. You come through the gate here. Be careful on the people on the right-hand side, though, okay? This is why I say don't shoot any of the rogues, because you can come here and do this. You're open. You're free. You know, they're not going to shoot at you, okay? If you come this way, this is the first route that I do. Look at the table for weapon parts. There's a graphic spawn there, and then you find some, like, items right there, too. Don't get too close to the rogues there because they're still there. Quickly, though, because you don't want to get fucking shot at. Again, spawn high-value spawns there. High-value items spawn there. Come this way. Loot through here. Come this way. Don't get too close to the rogues because they're going to fucking shoot you. Look here for any spawns. Nothing's there. Don't get too close to these guys because they're going to turn around and shoot you, alright? But I could do this whole thing as a USEC, which is why I like USEC. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. Armor repair kit's not there. I just don't want to fucking die. See? Coming right underneath him. He's not shooting at us. The issue, though, is coming in here because the rogues that are spawned in here will shoot at you, okay? So you gotta be careful. But that's kind of the route that I take in order to not get close to the rogues. I won't go anywhere near the front two tower guards, alright? So that's why I say all the time, do not shoot the rogues. And the reason for that is, too, because when you shoot the rogues, a lot of people who hunt rogues or even bears, they're going to start shooting at them. So they're kind of like your safety net, right? They're kind of like your security guard. You're going to be able to sit there and know when people are coming because they're going to be shooting at them. They're not shooting at you. At the same time, though, it's a false sense of security too, because if other people aren't shooting at them, then they're not going to shoot at them either, okay? So here you got to be careful because this guy's already activated on us. You already heard him. So we got to be careful coming this way. It seems like a dead raid, so we're going to keep going a little bit more. Since we're free for the most part, I could run through this whole thing and not have to worry about much, okay? In this building here, there does spawn some stuff, like right there, there's the scissors. But for the most part, you know, there's military cables that spawn here, but hardly ever, all right? See, now people are coming, so that's why I say don't shoot them, because now there's people coming here. So when I come through here, I'm gonna come back through this way, come through here. I like to go through here. And along here, there's some items that spawn there. There's a ammo box right there, ammo box right there. You come this way. The helicopter spawns here. There's items right there. Weapon parts right there. Crate right there. There's some items right here, typically, and then the toolbox right there. Next to the helicopter, I don't know if anything spawns here. I typically don't go here too much. There's a bag here. I typically don't come here because I'm trying to hit up all the high value loot items first, and so I just want to get in and out. But if the raid seems dead like it is right now, then you can loot this stuff, okay? The box right there, weapon parts right there, and then another box right there. All right. Again, be careful because there could be people up there on the rocks, but it seems like it's dead, so we should be fine. Come up here. The jacket spawn right here. There's a weapons case right there, and then there's some loose items up here, okay? After this way, I come this way. Again, check this van. Again, I found graphics cards right here twice, and then I found a military item right there. After this, just be careful the rogues aren't here. And that's kind of it.
Stab ahead.
Oh shit! Yep, that allows it anyways for sure. So that's gonna be it for that loot guide. Okay, just follow the same pathway, and that way, if you get that close to the rogues, they're going to kill you. All right, so don't get that close. But for the most part, you're free to move around into the rogue compound. All right, so just proof. I'm gonna go through it. Just proof that it's not like a fake raid. All right, and then characters fucking fucked up. All right, some of the items that we got with us was the euros. So it was a real raid. Now that we're done with route number 1, we're gonna go ahead and move on to route number 2. All right, guys, we're crossing this bridge here. We're spawning on village side. All we're gonna do is come here. You can check this item right here. Come this way. You can check this building inside of here for some moonshine spawns. And then also there's some cabinets and stuff right there, all right? Coming this way. Now, I have found one rare item spawn in here. Just be careful because you don't want to get yourself too exposed. Now, a lot of the times you can, a lot of the times there's something here, all right? I don't know if they're going to fix it or whatnot, but small items like bitcoins and stuff do spawn here. The issue is that it gets clipped in, and it's kind of hard to grab, but go ahead and try to see if you can get it yourself. After that, come this way. If you are a bear, do not go past that. All right, be very careful. Do not go past that. Come back this way. Check on this chair for stuff. Now, when you're coming here, be very careful. I would only do this if you are a USEC or unless you cleared out all the rogues. But here, you can actually take out the gunner there. Okay, be very careful. Again, only do it if you are a USEC or if you are clear all the rogues, all right? But coming here, you're going to see this orange truck here come through the wall. And right here in this van, so here I found high value items right there. There's a duffel bag right there. And right here, I've actually found a graphics spawn, okay? There's a bunch of items that can spawn here, but I found a graphics spawn right there. Coming back this way. We're going to come back in here. Reset. All right, coming this way. I recommend coming here. There's a stash right there. And then come right here. All right, guys, so we're going to skip it here. If you're going to spawn on a mountainside and you want to just come to this door here, we're going to skip all of this stuff over here. We're going to cut to the next run through right now. All right, guys, so let's say you spawned in on mountainside right here, okay? Now, you have the first lick. And let's say if you want to continue on through mountainside and then skip everything that I just showed you right now, you're going to come this way. Follow the same path that I'm following right now, okay? When you get to this point here, you're going to see the sign. Don't go through that sign. Literally just come this way. You should be fine for the most part. I've never died by mines here. I think they're all over there. All right, so just be careful. Come this way, and then you're going to find these tall trees out here on the rocks, okay? Now, do this only if you are a bear or you're rogue hunting. Right next to this air conditioning unit, right here, you're going to see these metal plates and then a green tent, all right? So carefully, hop over, carefully, and then lean over, and then you see that gun right there. The guy should be right there. You just take a shot, and then he's good. After that, quickly come over here. Shoot this guy right here on this gun right here, okay? Which should be 200 meters, all right? Go ahead and take him out. After that, I would go ahead and move around. Take this guy out right here. You should be able to see his head right here. He is going to be roughly 250 meters, all right? After here, you want the XP, you can shoot this guy over here, this guy over here, and then you could actually take shots at this guy over there, and then this guy right there. And then you clear the whole world compound. All right, so if you are a USEC, we are going to skip that entirely. We're going to go ahead right next to the sign again. We're going to come this way, all right? Don't shoot the rogues if you are a USEC. All right, so after coming this way, you're going to come this way right here. Hop over this rock right here. And then you should be able to see the building 3 right there. You're going to come down here. Be careful because there's rogues that spawn in here. And again, if you want, you can go ahead and loot that hidden barrel stash right there if you want to, or hop through the window here, all right? It's up to you. Hop through this window here. And then on the ground right here, there could be some VPXs and stuff right there. On these tables can be VPXs right there. And then right here where there's G phones at, there's another loot spawn right there. I found a graphics card twice in the spot right here. All right. Now, there's a jacket right there you can loot. Come this way. Turn left, and there's food items in here. Supposedly, a moonshine spawns in here. I have never seen it before, and I played Lighthouse a bunch of times. Never once seen it in here. There's a duffel bag right there. But there's food spawns all in this room. And then a jacket right there. All right. After that, coming this way, there's right here is going to be another valuable loot spawn right there. Go ahead and grab that. Coming in here, we're going to have the duffel bag. And then in this box right here could spawn bitcoins and medallions and other high valuable items in that box right there, okay? Weapons case right there. Spawn items right there. Jacket right there. And then also there's food items scattered around this room. Go ahead and look that up if you want to. Alright. Coming this way. If you want to, you don't have to if you don't want to. This is going to be the barracks key. Not a lot of good items are in here, to be honest, but there's weapon parts right here. There's a ammo crate right there. A bunch of items right here. So along the bed, there's a bunch of items right here. Weapon parts and stuff. You're going to grab that. There's a box right there. Toolbox right there. And a crate right there. Not too much stuff, but if you're like having friends and you want to get as much loot as possible, go ahead and bring the key. It's pretty cheap, alright? After that, I would come this way. Loot this box here for high valuable items. So coming here at night, Rogue 2 spawn cannot see you. So let's say if you are a USEC, they're not going to trigger onto you as fast, or a bear as fast when it's nighttime. So when you come in here, they'll actually start trying to shoot you. So you can actually shoot them through here. All right. Come here to this wooden part right here. You're gonna come over, and then you're gonna just crouch, and then use the mouse wheel to scroll up and down. Okay, like that, and then you take a shot right there. Oh, well, I hit that, so maybe not, but you should be able to shoot them through there, okay? Items along this ground right here. Another cheeky spot in case if you want to hunt them or you want to shoot them. You can come through here and then peek, and then you hit them right there, okay? After that, same thing as the previous run. All you got to do is come this way. I would just loot this building here, bounce out, and then head out, okay? But I don't think I mentioned this one right here. There's this crate right here, a crate right here. I will loot this room right here, which is again the water treatment plant storage room. Plant this right here. After that, I don't even touch that stuff over there. I run straight here. And because you spawn on a mountainside, you cannot go to northern extract, okay? So I would go ahead and just use a car, extract over there. It's not there this time. Or just go ahead and go all the way around the mountain back to the path to shoreline extract. But if you spawn it on village side, same thing. Go ahead and then come this way. Village spawn will have the northern extract spawn. So come up this way. No cars there. What I would recommend doing here is coming here. Be very careful, because this guy will be on his gun if you haven't killed him as a bearer or as a USEC, alright? Even if it's a USEC, he will still shoot at you, okay? So be very careful. Try to take him out if you have to, or if you're a USEC and you don't want to, run as fast as you can around here and you should be fine. He'll start shooting at you, but then you'll be good, okay? And then do the same route like I showed you in the previous one, and then you'll be good to go. Alright? Alright guys, so that's going to be it for the video. I appreciate you guys sticking through this long. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and get a preview of what we're doing for the next video, a lot of these guide videos that I do, we do it on my live stream. Follow me there. That's it for the most part, alright? So I hope you guys make a lot of rubles. Again, on my live feed, I usually like to start off at 0 and then go all the way up to see how much we can get. And hopefully with this loot run, you can make millions like I did. Alright guys, peace.